Time for us to go and have a look at these maps between NutriBullet as well as a BBR. We finally, Hoggy, I get to see a CTF here on the stage.
Yeah, finally a CTF Aquarius into a Slayer Streets, and if we need it, a Strongholds live fire. I personally love CTF Aquarius. I think it plays great, and I think over time, teams are learning how to play this map better. And today I saw on the North American stream that a lot of players were running the flag through Carbine side of the map. And I think that's something that's developed because in our region, we're noticing that a lot of players are throwing the flag bottom middle and running it bottom middle. So it'll be interesting to see how these games go on CTF Aquarius because I think NA at the moment has adapted a little bit better than we have on this game type.
Yeah, and especially, looking across some of the other game types as well, we're touching on it with the oddball, how, ANZ feels like they're a little bit slow to get the ball, like they're trying to get that kind of slay advantage early on here, Blue, and maybe that's something we see a little bit earlier on, but, it's not going to be something we're going to be seeing here. We get to see Streets as well, and I'm just interested to see if BBR can, put up a good fight here in the CTF, make it close, or even get the map themselves, and then come into Slayer swinging and really kind of send us to a third map here against NutriBullet.
It is a tough one to have up first, though. CTF Aquarius, very hard. I was going to say ball you have to juggle, but we're not playing on ball. It's flag you have to juggle. Super tough first game to have to go up against, so let's hope all the players have been practicing very well this morning, because for BBR to have to go up against NutriBullet on this, I feel like NutriBullet are going to be the reigning kings when it comes to this map overall, and just sort of team coordination, because we know how these guys play and how aggressive they are. So maybe it might take BBR to play a little bit, on the back foot, make some reads on how NutriBullet are going, because, man, CTF Aquarius, it's not the thing that you want to get blown out as a 4 in, the first 10 seconds of the match.
Especially opening up a qualifier that is all important for the rest of your year and, even just in the next couple of months for BBR, right, Blue? Because this is where, if you start a little bit slow today, you've got that elimination bracket to go through, and then you just start talking about it with everyone. We got 5/6 in the first qualifier and in the second qualifier. Is this really destined for us to be kind of bopped by NutriBullet and then not be able to crack into the top 6? And I really hope the mental is going to be good for the BBR boys today.
You never know. Maybe BBR just enjoys the punishment, Luke. Maybe they just like going up.
Hey, I'm not going to judge, dude. I'm not going to judge.
Maybe they just like going up against NutriBullet over and over again and repeating destiny, repeating insanity. But, as we get into this first game here, we might see a break in that pattern. Hallelujah. Let's hope so. We'll get into it with NutriBullet and BBR going straight off the bat. Hoggy, I want you to jump us into it.
Yeah, BBR versus NutriBullet. It's the third time we're seeing it. It'll be a tough series for BBR, but as soon as BBR get to the elimination bracket, they struggle, so they're going to need to win this game. On board with Barcode straight off the back. He's going straight for the heat wave, and he's going straight into the base, Bluey.
Yeah, fantastic plays already for Barcode to just make such speed and such efficiency. Usually you see a lot of the teams prioritize that top mid control, but that's not what Barcode's doing here, and he's already got one and grabbed the flag. This is huge. And Hoggy, we may see that flag run coming out that you were just mentioning before. This seems to be the strategy that a lot of the teams in NA region are making, because they seem to have developed that this is in fact the fastest and safest way to run the flag rather than tossing it out bottom middle.
Yep, Barcode doesn't want to run it any further. 2 of his teammates go down. 2 of BBR go down as well. Barcode's going to play super sneaky. They're running the flag in right next to him. Bradlllzzzz is right there. He takes down Bradlllzzzz. He's got another player to contend with, but he won't be able to get through it there in time. Adz is coming in. Can he get there? He will be able to. They get the flag to grab, so the flag will be on either side of the map for both teams. Dante, perfect grab from him. Madsy's trying to come in as well, so we're in a stalemate. Camo in the hands of Eveul, though, and he's going to try to get the flag, Bluey.
They have to grab that flag. They have to make a push for it, Praties has got their team's flag right now, and he's going up against 2, so BBR can't exactly make any play there and manage to capture the flag for themselves. We're going to see a standoff here so early into the match. It seems like BBR actually came into this really strong and managed to match the pace that NutriBullet had set in that first 10 or so seconds, which is incredible to see. This is the kind of pace that we wanted to see them come out from the get-go, and they really did.
Yeah, Eveul defending his base. He'll take down Madsy. He finds Barcode. Barcode takes him out, though. It's 3 dead now for BBR. Momentary. Adz is the last one alive. Dante spawns up in the base. Pipz will find him, though. He'll get taken down. Dante challenges Pipz as well. He gets taken down as well. Bradlllzzz's last one left, and he is up on top. He won't be able to do too much, will he? He can't. He doesn't take down Mads. Madsy's still alive. The flag is still out. Bradlllzz is doing what he can. Eveul gets a kill on the side. It's 2 down now for NutriBullet. Brad is trying to get the reset, and he looks like he will be able to do it. So Bradlllzz coming up clutch for his team, and he's going to run a flag.
It's so staggered, though, Hoggy. Like, the back and forth here is actually ridiculous, because neither team is actually managing to get, 4 or 3 players to really hold the board and hold it down on either side of the map. everyone's sort of going off at each other on single battles, and so it just really leads to this uneven scoreboard. There's not enough players at one time to carry the flag, and by the time that a player starts to grab the enemy team's flag and sort of make a run for it, 3 other members of the team are up, so they get stopped immediately. Really difficult position for both teams to be in right now.
Yeah, bradll's playing perfectly. He stays alive inside the NutriBullet base. They manage to 4 down NutriBullet while they're running the flag. bradlllz gets a free return. So a perfect start for bradlllz. Barcode, though, he's 8 kills, 2 deaths, Bluey.
Oh my god, yeah, I mean, this is the main slay performance that we expect to see from Barcode, though. And seeing how he was playing before, he snuck around, didn't take any engagements top mid, and just decided to play on the side of the map. Like, that's exactly what you want to see. bradlllz right now making a huge run, and I'm really curious to see as to how far they managed to get this flag before NutriBullet can take them down. He does tie with Pipz, so that's huge for them. Do they have enough space? They are 4 down. BBR are 4 down right now. That's so unfortunate for them after such a good flag pull. Man, oh man, I feel like this is kind of the story that we're going to see throughout the rest of this map, Hoggy.
Yeah, big kill for Barcode. He's going to pull the flag. No, he won't. A nade comes out of nowhere. bradlllz, perfect nade from Carbine. But bradlllz, he was staying alive inside the NutriBullet base, and he was one of the reasons why they were able to get that cap running, Bluey. But it didn't really go too far in the end. NutriBullet managing to stop it, and they didn't really get them down before they ran it, and that's probably one of the reasons why NutriBullet could stop the flag run so easily.
Yeah, BBR are actually putting on a really tough defensive game for NutriBullet right now, which I don't think is something that we've seen out of this before. Eveul with the VR there. Like, what is this? It feels like we haven't seen this BBR before. I'm curious to see what they changed in the matter of, you know, less than 24 hours for them to come out. Did they just study Aquarius more? Well, we might not see this kind of performance come out on the second map. Are they just good at Aquarius and we haven't seen this kind of performance before? It's really tough to say. But overall, there is a really good back and forth going on at the moment. Very, very good to see from BBR.
Yep, the flag is being run by BBR as well. Camera is up. It will go in the hands of NutriBullet. The flag is put in, though, and it goes 1 up for BBR. BBR, they managed to get NutriBullet 3 down. They run the flag. They're up 1-0.
Yeah, this isn't the kind of story that we're used to seeing from BBR. Again, I'm going to be honest right here, Hoggy. I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, BBR's showing up.
We're seeing like such a great sort of performance from BBR, the kind of stuff that we used to see back in the day when these guys used to run Halo 3 together. There seems to be a level of coordination here that we haven't seen BBR play at in all of these open tournaments, and right now it's actually really good to see. If they can keep up this pace, NutriBullet, they're going to have to answer it in a way that I don't think NutriBullet have had to answer any other team before. You know, that being said, I'm looking at Barcode's name on the list. He's still 13-7. So how is he managing to get these kills?
Yeah, he's just killing everyone, as usual. Typical Barcode things. But BBR, Bluey, they don't want to go down to the elimination bracket because they're cursed down there. As soon as they lose to NutriBullet, they just happen to lose again. So the only way to stop that is to beat NutriBullet, right? 3 down now for NutriBullet, though. And BBR is showing exactly why they do not want to go to the elimination bracket.
Oh, I feel like it's too early to call it maybe a little bit of a David and Goliath situation right now, but it certainly feels like that's what we're seeing in the game. Like, BBR are just coming out super strong here. It just seems like, you know, none of them are particularly performing at what I highlighted before, where Barcode very clearly has the most amount of slayers on their board. Look at BBR's board right now. They're all really even in their, you know, their kills and their assists and even their deaths. So it feels like they're just managing to put like a really good pace on their coordination as a whole. And you can even see right now with this flag run, like they're taking it so far. Obviously their flag has been pinged. It is out of bounds, but Pipz is down. And unfortunately, as I say that, you know, 2 members of BBR go down. But like this play, so solid, so foundationally solid, really good for them.
Eveul, that's a huge skill for him. He might have to reset the flag, though. He'll find another battle from Pipz. Pipz is trying to take him down. He throws the nade at the wrong time. He gets help from Madsy. The flag will probably get reset, and it'll be trouble for the side of NutriBullet. Although they do grab the flag, BBR in a perfect position to try hold out NutriBullet. They don't want to run this. They're going to have to slay, try to stop NutriBullet from coming in. Barcode's trying to be sneaky. He'll have to back down. Dante's going to run it in. This might be a flag for BBR, Bluey.
This is fantastic. This is such... Did you see that hold there, Hoggy? The fact that they all coordinated as a 4 and stayed in that elbow position. None of them died. You could see that whole time. I think it was Adz just in that top mid position there, sort of laying down shots. He was taking fire himself, but only so much to get peppered, and then he would back down, call it for his teammates, give them the information as to where the rest of the members of NutriBullet were, and that's how they were able to make that flag cap so convincingly. That was such a fantastic coordination. Only one of them managed to go down, but that was after they'd capped the flag. So it didn't even matter, Hoggy. They managed to stay 4 up for so long during that engagement.
Yeah, it looks like every time we're on the side of BBR, NutriBullet just go down. They cannot win a battle. The only person that is winning right now is Barcode. He's 19 and 11. He's keeping them in the game because it's only 2-0, but it could easily be worse, Bluey.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Barcode right now has double the amount of kills that anyone else on his team does. So, and there's not necessarily a disparity in the assists either. Like, all of them seem to be pretty close-knit. Obviously, Barcode having the lesser of here with only 3 assists, so maybe he's sort of playing clean-up, and that's where that reflection of the kills is coming from. But the rest, you know, Pipz, Madsy, and Praties, they all seem to have around about the same, both in kills and assists, and then racking up those deaths. So, again, when you look at that comparatively to BBR are all playing really structurally, like, just tough right now, sticking together like glue. If they die as a full, which means that they get a full reset. Which in, you know, some instances you say, okay, well, they're going down as a 4. NutriBullet are able to, you know, push in their flag, get the return really quickly, etc., etc. But NutriBullet aren't making those pushes. BBR spawns and then they give it to them right back. So BBR are answering back to NutriBullet, you know, in the strongest way that they can.
Yeah, NutriBullet overextending a little bit. The camo's now in the hands of Eveul, and the fact that they're overextending, you saw it in that previous flag run. They kept trying to run in one at a time just to keep the flag alive, but BBR's always there. They managed to get the flag carrier dead, or at least 2 dead on the other side, and they're able to stop the flag every time. Eveul will find another. It's 2 dead for NutriBullet. Beautiful work from Eveul. He's got camo. It runs out now, but he's done a beautiful job with it to at least keep the game in a stalemate while they're up 2-0. There's only 3 minutes left.
Look at Evil's positioning right now too. So bold for him to be playing up there and manage to pick out 2 kills. He's still alive too. Like, you're witnessing this, folks. He still has the camera on him. Will he be able to get another kill here? Will he be able to extend that life? Unfortunately, it does go down. But Evil's play, just that consistent sort of play right there, is that kind of thing that I was trying to make reference to, just with how solid BBR are playing overall. For Eveul to be able to play in that position, for the rest of BBR to be able to stay alive for as long as they have been, is a testament to how strong they're playing against NutriBullet. Because I feel as though, Hoggy, and you can feel free to correct me here, but I don't think you're going to. The majority of other teams that go up against NutriBullet seem to go down within seconds, and it's like before that, oh, the best of 3s are done. But how it's playing out now, it feels like we've got a real game on our hands.
Yeah, individually, BBR are just on top right now. The only person holding their own is Barcode, and you can see it in the kills and deaths. He's 25 to 13, and he's going to have to do it all as he pulls the flag again. Every time he's getting into a battle, he's finding a second one, but his teammates aren't showing up as much. It looks like it might have been a Madsy nade that just killed him. Pipz will take on Dante again. He thrusts away. Perfect kill from Dante. Praties is trying to find him. He won't be able to. Dante doing work, and Eveul has camo again.
Even for those instances where it's a trade, there's nothing that can be made for NutriBullet. Like, BBR are holding their own in the sense that, okay, well, we die, but we still traded. So they can't make a 4-man push. They can't even make a 3-man push, because if you've been paying attention to the scoreboard, it's usually 2 for 2. So you can't make a well-rounded, strong, coordinated push just off of a 2-man when you know that you're going to be facing up on another 2-man. So what you have to do there is take the back foot, wait for your spawners to come in, wait for the rest of your team to push up, and then you can make a coordinated push. But BBR is up 2 flags right now, so they don't really even need to push at all. They could just play super passively for the next minute and 10 seconds here off of these 2 flag caps, and they'll be sitting pretty.
Yeah, Adz is running it though. He's not hearing what you're saying, Bluey. He's already got it all the way into his storage. Dante grabs it as well. Dante's doing perfectly this game. One of the slays as well. 3 dead for BBR. Barcode turns around, tries to take down another. He won't. Evil's still alive for his team, but Pipz is running it bottom middle. This is the chance for NutriBullet to try and get back in it. They had him 3 dead momentarily. Evil's in the base though. He throws it out. He'll take down 1. It's 2 down. Evil's there to return it. Can he get it? He leaves it though. He runs back into the base, and he's going to look for some slays to run up right behind Madsy. He'll be there. He won't be able to get him. Madsy gets a double. The triple is there. He doesn't get it. Praties cleans it up. They grab the flag. Can they get the return though? No, Evil's in the base still. He's still there. He gets a kill, and he's going to stay alive. Praties is trying to find him. Praties gets a reset on the flag. Eveul goes down, so it might be a flag cap here for NutriBullet. No, it won't. Evil's still there, and he pulls it bottom middle. Bluey, what is going on? How is BBR doing it?
How did they make that stop? It's as if they just came up at base and they went, all right, beam this man. Do not let him cap this flag. That's exactly what we just witnessed. That was such a good play for them. They, you know, NutriBullet does actually manage to make that cap there, but it's still a win for BBR. That's massive. What a game.
Yeah, huge start for BBR. Look at the assists on their side. most of them in the double digits for assists. And on the other side, NutriBullet, they're not starting out too well. They're struggling. They're struggling, Bluey.
On some power weapons and transition a little bit more. Even, you know, we have the Stalker Rifle on this map, 3-shot tap to the head, and we have such good aimers on the side of NutriBullet, then that's going to be real trouble for BBR, because how do you answer that? That means you have to get close into CQC, and we're usually going to see a playstyle come from NutriBullet where they have pairs of 2 sort of in these positions on the map. So going to be really tough for BBR. I said it before, I'm nervous, and I'm nervous going into this game. Let's get into it, Hoggy.
Yeah, Pipz struggled in the first match, but we're on board with him. Maybe he can do a little bit better in the second match. This is BBR's chance to get themselves away from the elimination bracket. They do grab the rockets. Dante has him, and he's taken down 1 kill, but he does go down. So the last rocket will be in the hands of NutriBullet. It's 3 dead for BBR. Went 4 dead momentarily, Bluey. Not a great start.
No, not a really good start overall. BBR didn't only manage to match 2 of their kills there and didn't even trade off that much damage to the rest of the members of NutriBullet. NutriBullet were able to secure those kills and then sort of like dash away at a moment's notice. They are sort of stuck. BBR is sort of stuck back here in this trans position, which is not really what you want, because all it takes is one mistake, and we just did see that. Dante went down even though all 4 were in Tram side. His peak just led to pretty much instantaneous death, and that's 1 up again on the board for NutriBullet. So it's going to be really tough for both these members. I believe it's Eveul and Adz right now stuck in Tram to actually get out. They need their other members to make some space for them and able to rotate.
Yeah, finally the Stalker Rifle in hands, Bluey. You see Eveul, he gets a kill with it. NutriBullet momentarily go 2 down. Barcode finds 1. Perfect use of the thruster, but no, Eveul comes back. Reversal perfectly from Eveul. Eveul is showing up today. It's 0 kills, though, for bradlllzzzz. He's not quite showing up in this map just yet, but they're still within contention. They're only down by 1, Bluey. They've brought it back.
Yeah, this is, again, they might have broken a little bit on the beginning of the game, but they're sort of restructuring themselves right now. They go 2 down, though, but that was to match the 3 down that I believe was just on NutriBullet. And we are all tied up again. So from that lead that NutriBullet had of 4 kills in the very early game, BBR has actually managed to come back and match those kills by just sort of slowing down a little bit on the pace, making a read at where NutriBullet would be positionally on the map, and making enough space for them to be able to breathe and give themselves enough time. And we are actually going to see bradlllzzzz get the rockets. He's going to whiff 1 here, but he actually does manage to hit 1, so that's huge for them because he managed to secure a kill, and rockets are now off the map for that for the remainder of the time, so they can sort of restructure their next move off of that rocket spawn.
Yeah, 2 of his teammates went down. Eveul will go down at the back of A. bradlllzzzz is going to have to work with his team to try get Madsy out of the tower. He sees 2 of them. He gets 1. Perfect teamwork there to get the free kill for him. Dante takes down another, so it's 2 down for NutriBullet. Barcode's pushing in, but he's going to find 2. Manages to take down 1, though. Trades his life. So back and forth, Bluey, 16 points each. Close game. Even though BBR managed to get the second rockets, they still can't pull away.
Look how much it's slowed down to, Hoggy. Like, in perspective of how we usually see NutriBullet play against teams on a Slayer game, they're really having to, like, take their pace right now and make sure that they are slowing down to match BBR, because BBR are just playing that, like, that death ball comp where they sort of have all eyes on the map. They do take 2 down simultaneously right there, and they are going to manage to take down a 3rd here in Praties, so they are actually making numbers. 4 scored the difference right now, and they immediately turn around. Did you see that rotation from Eveul and Adz? They knew that they spawned Arcade and immediately made that rotation there.
Oh, Barcode gets the double on Eveul and Adz though, so I don't know what they're doing, but Dante left them to their own devices and Barcode killed both of them. He makes it seem easy, but now they're up by 3 kills, and NutriBullet, they're 4-man pushing to find Eveul. Evil's in a lot of trouble. Barcode straight in there. He'll take a kill for himself, and NutriBullet working together perfectly around the map. Rockets up in 25 seconds. Barcode doesn't care. He's straight into bradlllzzzz. bradlllzzzz has the Bulldog, though. Perfect use of the thruster to get the kill anyway. Rockets up in 15 seconds. Can NutriBullet get this to get back in the game? They are only down by 1 kill now.
Both teams are just dancing right now, Hoggy. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the pacing of the map, and they seem to be just like rotating with each other on either side of the map. No one's really taking that mid control because there's no reason for them to unless rockets are up, right? So why would you not just take Arcade PD side, and why would another team not just take that Pink Cafe side and sort of match each other, try to do a bit of a dance with the BR and just pick off the mistakes that either team are making? And that's exactly the kind of plays that we're seeing come out now. It is really difficult because Adz is stuck here with these rocks. You can see that he wants to make a move, but he knows as soon as he messes up, he's dead with him. So he's got to make sure that he gets 2 clean picks with these right now, because that's going to be huge for the members of BBR. They are up 3. He does manage to take out Barcode. That's huge, and that's a killjoy as well. Can he take out the second? And he does. That's 2 rockets, 2 kills. Huge for the members of BBR. That's got to feel really good for them, because they've managed to secure rockets both spawns, the last 2 spawns now.
Yeah, BBR working perfectly together. Adz working perfectly with the Rockets. They find 2 more over at Cafe. Dante will go down. NutriBullet working well together, but BBR have shown their teamwork has been better this game. That's why they're up by 2 kills at the moment. Praties finds 1 at Cafe. Perfect job to stay alive. He does get the kill, though, in the end. Easy, he says, as Barcode pushes in. The more chaotic nature of this game will feed into the hands of NutriBullet. Praties goes down. Barcode's going to turn around and find 2 more for himself. Every time it feels like the NutriBullet squad are popping out. They're finding 2 of them. Adz challenges Barcode. He gets help from his teammates. Adz being a little risky, and 3 of his team goes down as well. Evil's the last one alive on the other side of the map, but they're still up by 1.
Really, really difficult to sort of guess where the game is going to go, because usually in a Slayer match, oh, Barcode, come on, mate. Usually he's hitting those shots. In a Slayer match, what happens is they get past that halfway point, that 25 kill mark, and then you see a snowball come out from one team. But with 33-33 right now, tied up all mid-game, just as I say that, Barcode picks up another kill. Thanks, Barcode. But again, they're matching kill for kill. This is not the BBR that we have watched play before. This is a completely different team, it feels like, Hoggy. This is like old Halo 3 BBR coming up and matching these young guns in a game that they might not be fully acquainted with yet, but they're playing like they are. It's incredible to see. This is what we wanted to witness.
Yeah, BBR stepping up absolutely massive in this game. Bradl's managed to get the rockets. He couldn't get a kill with it, though. NutriBullet managed to take him down. They're up by 2. 1 rocket in the hands of Barcode, and he's got no one to contend with because BBR's already dead. His teammates are doing the work. I could really expect the game to slow down now, Bluey, because BBR, I think they're better at slowing down the game and playing with the game being slow. So NutriBullet, they're not going to let that happen. They go in, they get themselves 2 kills, and Barcode, as I say it, he goes straight in. He does not want to let the game slow down. He doesn't manage to get a kill. It looks like the chaoticness of the game, though, has gone in NutriBullet's favor. They are up by 5 kills now.
Yeah, huge. Like, we sort of, just as you were making that call, you thought the game was going to slow down. NutriBullet went, no, we're not doing that. And they sped everything up. You know, this is the kind of momentum that we see from NutriBullet in a lot of these games. And they tend to control the pace of the match when they get in this mode. So there's only 6 more kills that NutriBullet have to secure in order to win the second game here, make that 4 more kills. My God, 2 kills go by so quickly. 3 more kills. This is huge for them. BBR are like crumbling right now. I was congratulating before for how like foundationally strong they were playing as a 4, but they've lost that. They're getting broken up by the members of NutriBullet. They are crumbling at the seams, Hoggy.
Yeah, BBR not able to slow the game down enough. NutriBullet keeping it at their pace. There are only 2 kills left. BBR manages to get to 40. They take down 3 of NutriBullet. Pipz is the last man alive, and he's across the map over near Bulldog. Adz will find him, call him out to his team, and I couldn't imagine things getting too chaotic now. BBR will have to slow things down. They find Pip, but it doesn't matter. NutriBullet, they're pushing out. They make Eveul 1-shot. Rockets are up in 10 seconds as well. 2 kills still left. 4 kills now for BBR. They managed to get from 40. Dante pushes in with the Bulldog and takes down Barcode.
Oh, no.
1 kill left. The Rockets are in the hands of Eveul. 5 kills, and NutriBullet do it. They do manage to take down BBR. We're going to a game number 3.
Man, BBR's pace at the end there, they seem to manage and just like match as well as NutriBullet were going in, that hard and fast mentality. BBR took that and they immediately just sort of like rotated back on themselves. It was really good play to see from BBR overall, and it seems like the mind games are coming into fruition. This is the kind of like late game Halo that I expected to see, you know, weeks if not months down the track, but now they're taking that to full effect, and BBR are really making a read on how NutriBullet are playing. We are going to a game 3, but it's going to be really interesting to see how game 3 pans out from this point on.
What we're playing, but going into a Strongholds, I think it favors NutriBullet in that sort of more chaotic rotation playstyle where they can move around, kind of take them out one by one sort of thing.
It's scary to be BBR right now because this is usually, I mean, this is one of the maps that we've seen highlights from all the NutriBullet players come out on Strongholds on Qualifier. So if you're BBR right now, you're pretty much focusing on making sure that you don't become a highlight clip, right, Hoggy? I mean, you've been there before. You know how it feels. So how do you think BBR are going to have to adjust coming into the Strongholds game?
Yeah, well, off the bat, Madsy's going straight in. And BBR, they just need to slow the game down, I feel like. Even if they take 2 capture points and can manage to sort of trap NutriBullet inside garage or even at tower and sort of use that to their advantage, because I think NutriBullet, when the game's moving quickly, it's definitely in their favor. Camo will also be in the hands of NutriBullet off the bat, Bluey, and the sniper's in the hands of Barcode.
Whoa!
There it is. Easy snipe for him. He makes this sniper seem super, super easy to use, doesn't he, Bluey?
We're already seeing Barcode. And the
Oh!
what is that? The Barcode effect in full effect. As soon as he picks up that sniper, it's just back-to-back kills, and he's putting on a show for us already. It feels like he heard us talking about him, Hoggy, and he went, all right, time to activate the golden touch. And that's exactly what he's doing. BBR really have to play the focus game on him right now, because he is such a priority on a map like Livefire, where there's so many of these high angles, especially when a player has the sniper, in order to take down your team. And it's not even just straight kills, it's also the communication that that Barcode has right now. He's being able to call these players' positions just on a tee, like just bend that whim to them, because NutriBullet, are going to be responding to every call that Barcode makes right now as he see these players come through. And BBR are just seemingly going down one after another over and over again.
Yeah, Barcode, is being an absolute menace, just staying alive with the snipe. He used every single shot in that thing, and he is still alive. So he's on a bit of a spree for his team. They managed to get a trip cap momentarily, and they will manage to take B and C back, so they're out to an early lead. Barcode's going in. He challenges too. He doesn't care. Doesn't manage to get Bradl's, though. His teammate cleans him up. Dante's weak as well. He'll just back down. He'll find another player, though. Madsy's going to try to take him on. Madsy is hiding behind the pole. He gets hit by an Adz. He's still not dead. How is he not dead? Dante gets taken out. I don't know how Madsy managed to stay alive.
That was... what is that play? I swear, if I do that in matchmaking, I'm dead in 2 seconds. That nade hits me and I'm gone. But Madsy seemed to have cracked the code there and been like, nah, nades, they don't mean anything to me. I'm staying alive. I'm making sure that this point stays ours. It was a huge mistake for BBR to let that go there. Just simple mechanical errors. But BBR getting that A point there would have been crucial for them. Would have let them capture, get a couple of points on the board and also change the momentum of the game, because obviously NutriBullet right now are making those rotations so strong. They're making the rotations exactly how you would want to play Strongholds on Livefire. And it's going to take BBR to be able to cap some of these points to make sure that they have some points on the board and disrupt that rotation in order for the match to change right now.
Yeah, Pipz is finally getting it together. He's got 6 kills, 1 death. He hasn't been too great in the first 2 games, but it's 4 dead for BBR again. Might be a trip cap, and as I say that though, BBR managed to get the flip on the A point as well. So it'll be 2 points for NutriBullet again, and they're still racking up time, Bluey.
Yeah, this is not how you want to be playing right now if you're BBR. They do get a really good shutdown on Barcode there, which is actually crucial, because hopefully it means that they can make a rotation to that nest position and manage to grab that sniper. But unfortunately, it seems as though they're just sort of taking single engagements right now, which was not their strong suit. Taking those single engagements was what was sort of their downfall in their previous games. And we only saw a turnaround in the past 2 games that we watched, because BBR were playing as a 4 rather than just 4-1. So it is kind of defeating to see BBR sort of return to the playstyle that they lost to before, especially because they seemingly made such good coordinated pushes on the other maps, but now Livefire just seems to be playing them like a fiddle. These rotations that they're making exactly are just not optimal. They're not working in the way. Something's got to change, because BBR have a massive lead on them, and that's only going to go stronger with this triple cap that they have right now.
Yeah, it's 2 down again for BBR. NutriBullet have them exactly where they want them. They've got a trip cap. They're very close to closing out the game already. They're almost at 200 points, and we're only 4 minutes in. They keep getting them where they want them. Pipz with another kill. He must be close to a killing frenzy, because he's 12-1. So let's stay on board with him. He's got the snipe. Not sure how many bullets he has left with that, but he's going to just keep tower control, keep spawning them over at dummies. 3 dead again for BBR. NutriBullet are putting on a clinic.
Hoggy, Pipz only has 1 death. Did you notice that?
I did. He's almost on a killing frenzy.
He's 12-1 right now.
There it is.
There it is. The killing frenzy, just as you say it. Man, the way that NutriBullet plays Livefire Strongholds, every time we've seen this team on main stage and they've played Livefire Strongholds, has been a clinic. The victory just hands them out to their 250-10. I may not seem energetic right there, but it seems just textbook NutriBullet that we just witnessed. And it was like that textbook NutriBullet that we didn't actually manage to see in those last 2 games. And maybe that's why BBR was able to hand it to them back so thoroughly. But as soon as we got to that 3rd game, BBR were like, all right, we're going to flick the switch now. Sorry, NutriBullet said, we're going to flick the switch now. BBR, you're out of here. We don't want to deal with you anymore.